This is the Anker SOLIX F3800 portable power station. If you've seen it up close, it's impossible not to notice how massive and impressive it looks right out of the box. When I first set eyes on it, what hit me was how much it resembled a mini fridge crossed with a high-tech suitcase. Definitely a presence, and not something you can just tuck away on a shelf. It's got a sturdy feel and striking silver finish, with a modern design that's clean and practical. The telescoping handle and smooth rolling wheels almost make it feel like you're lugging around airport luggage, except you're wheeling 132 pounds of backup power. From my experience, the SOLIX F3800 is all about giving you serious backup energy, but in a way that's far less intimidating than most home battery or backup setups. I'll be genuine, the weight worried me at first. 132 pounds isn't light. But as soon as I got it into my garage, I realized the wheels and handle are actually useful for moving it over flat surfaces without too much trouble. If you're going to lift it alone though, good luck. Still, it gives a sense that the build quality isn't just for show. Everything from the buttons to ports feels tough, designed for ongoing use, rather than feeling like a cheap gadget. For someone like me who's used a few smaller stations, this looks and feels on another level. Getting started was easier than I thought. I just plugged the unit into the wall to activate it, as the manual advised, which is standard for large lithium iron phosphate batteries. These batteries, sometimes called LiFePO4, are known for being safer and longer lasting than standard lithium ions you find in laptops. It turned on, the screen flashed to life with all sorts of detailed battery stats, and soon I started connecting things to it. On the control panel, I was stoked to see a wide mix of ports. I rely on running a bunch of things at once: tools in my workshop, my laptop, lights, even a compact fridge and a USB-powered fan. The 3 high-power USB-C ports got my attention because I'm that person who's charging a phone, a tablet, a laptop, and probably a Bluetooth speaker or two, all at once. The 6 SEEK outlets mean it's easy to leave this in one spot and set up a mini work zone or help out during a power outage. And if you're camping or using an RV, there's a spot for those too, which is convenient. When I ran my tiny energy test, I was pretty surprised. With my shed office hooked up, I powered up the lights, router, fans, projector, and my laptop, all the regular stuff I use during work. The display showed I wasn't even reaching 400 watts. For anyone new to backup batteries, that means most everyday things are nowhere near this station's 6,000 watt regular output. Even throwing in a heater, I was only pushing about 2,900 watts. If you've ever worried about running too many things and tripping a breaker, this is reassuring. I can see it handling a fridge and a couple more appliances for hours, no sweat. A key feature, and honestly what puts this ahead for me, is the expandability. Out of the box, you get 3.84 kilowatt-hour, which in non-technical talk means enough to power a small home's essentials for a day or so. But if you want more, Anker's set up the system so adding extra battery modules isn't a huge technical project. This helps if your needs or your budget change. You could double up and suddenly have backup for almost 2 weeks if you keep adding on, though obviously it adds cost and weight. Solar charging is another area I really wanted to try. The included 400-watt solar panel feels sturdy and portable. Anker claims up to 23% conversion, which sounds fancy, but just means it's more efficient at turning sunlight into usable electricity. I left it charging on a bright day and got pretty good results, enough to feel like in a long-term outage, you could tap into renewable energy without needing gas or making noise. That said, to recharge quickly just from solar, you may want extra panels. The SOLIX F3800 supports up to 3,200 watts of solar input, which is serious capacity, but only achievable if you buy several more panels. A big win for me is the home panel compatibility and what Anker calls time of use mode. This lets you store cheaper electricity at night when rates drop, then use that stored power during high rate hours, which is how a lot of newer electrical grids work. Instead of complicated wiring and multiple inverters like old battery bank setups, this entire station does it with a few connections. You might need an electrician to connect to your panel for full house backup, but monitoring and operation through the Anker app is straightforward. I liked being able to check battery status, toggle outputs, and even estimate how long I could expect it to last during blackout conditions, all from my phone. If you're someone like me, concerned about battery safety, I'll say the built-in battery management system offers peace of mind. It constantly checks the system for overheating, overcurrent, and general electrical risks. Personally, I still keep it on a cement floor, that's just me. But overall, my confidence grew after learning about the protections inside. Now, let me get real and talk about the key positives I've noticed. The SOLIX F3800 offers high capacity and output in one unit. You don't need to string together 2 or 3 batteries to run big appliances. This will run a microwave, air conditioning, or even charge an electric car. The app integration makes it easy to keep track of everything, including those moments you accidentally leave something running and want a quick check from bed. Durability is great too. After a few bumps, even rolling it outside a couple of times, the case and wheels held up. The battery itself has a 10-year cycle life according to Anker, which is way above standard lithium batteries. And finally, the flexibility and upgrade path give me the sense that this is a future-proof product for growing needs. Still, every product has some drawbacks, and I want to be honest about the things I don't like. Top among them is the weight. If you're like me and not keen on heavy lifting, this could be a real pain, especially if stairs are involved. In smaller homes or apartments, storage is something to think about. Next, while the solar charging is impressive, one panel alone is more symbolic than truly fast. To really unlock the recharges in a day claim, you'll need to invest in extra panels, which bumps up the total price. For beginners in home power backup, connecting it to your home's breaker panel isn't exactly plug and play. You'll need a pro for that. And as much as it's packed with features, the initial cost looks high. When you add up the smart home panel, extra expansion batteries, or more solar panels, it's a major investment, something I had to talk myself into. From my experience, all these points are worth considering based on your own needs and budget. If you're just after something portable for camping, this is overkill. But for anyone wanting a real backup for the house, who can handle the weight and initial price, this is one of the most complete and easy-to-use options out there. I'd recommend this for homeowners who want to be prepared for outages, people in areas where power is unreliable, or anyone who likes the peace of mind that comes from being able to run almost anything, anytime, without needing fuel or complex setups. In conclusion, the Anker SOLIX F3800 portable power station is a solid, powerful home backup option that combines muscle with modern app-based convenience and future expansion. I can see this lasting me for years without feeling outdated. The flexibility, smart features, and build quality stand out, and for those with the budget and space, it's an investment worth thinking about. The weight and add-on costs are worth noting, but they're the trade-offs for this much power. I will leave detailed information about the Anker SOLIX F3800 portable power station in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.